Hello everyone, this is Piyush Gandhi from Energy Solutions International, and this is a short demonstration video on the capabilities of P2 Explorer. P2 Explorer is basically a display and visualization tool which can map the data from multiple data sources like historian, Excel sheet, database, etc., which can be used for analysis, monitoring, and optimization of the processes. So I go into the application and show you what we built. So this is a schematic diagram of the processing facility, which is processing the crude oil that is being produced from the producing well. You see a number of equipments here, and if I move my cursor on each equipment, I can drill down to get further information of this equipment. Here, the oil is shown in black, the water is shown in blue. So let's see about the heater treater A. So if I click on the heater treater A, it opens up the page of the heater treater. In the center of the page, you will see a schematic diagram of the heater treater with the key parameters listed on the left and the right hand side. On the right hand side, you will see the key graphs with key parameters. These graphs are totally configurable. I can use a scatter diagram, I can use a line chart, I can use a pie chart depending upon my requirement. Also, the time interval is configurable. So right now we are using a time interval of 4 hours with 1 hour reading. You can set it to months, weeks, or years depending upon your requirement. On the left hand side, you will see the heater treater. This shows the status of the heater treater, whether it's working or not. One key parameter that we consider, like a water cut, and the data coming from the field sources. This data is coming from the DCS, and this is the CPF data. So what you see is consolidating the data from multiple sources. That is lab data, DCS data, and field data. Also, I can change the date from here. So if I want to see my data coming in March 15, so the date changes as well as the data. See the stack temperature in red. This is because we set a limit to the stack temperature of 400 degrees C. So once the stack temperature increases 400 degrees C, this reading automatically turns red. Below you will see a table with the key parameters, their current value, the previous value, their variance, the limit, whether the parameter is within the limit or not, their trend, and also a micro chart showing the last 4 readings. On the down left bottom, you will see a graph. I click on this one. It will open me the trend of the key parameters over a period of time. So these are the trend of the key parameters over a period of time. I can change the time base to seconds, minutes, weeks, months, or years depending upon the requirement. Also the sample interval. Also, I can change the sample method as raw, average, or linear interpolate. So if you don't have the data, still you can interpolate the data and get the trend of your key parameters. So if you go back to the home page, next I'll show you the water cut diagram. This is basically a water cut diagram in which we are measuring the water cut at the key points. So you will see the water cut at the key points, and this is all live data. So if I change the date to 17, so I will see that my water cut at the inlet of the sweat catcher has turned red. So the problem has started, and the problem has migrated to the heater treaters. And if I go to the 18th of March, you will see that all the points have turned red and the problem is migrated to the oil tanks. So it is very good in monitoring key parameters in your equipment. Next thing I would like to show you is the troubleshooting that we built. Here you will see a table with the key parameters. So the equipment, heater treater A, B, C, finger type sweat catcher, the water cut, the current value of the water cut, and what is the action required if the water cut is above the permissible limit, and what is the action taken. So I can document the action taken against a particular parameter at particular date and time. So if I see it go to 16th of March, so the light turns green and you will see the action required also changes. So the action required depends upon the water cut percentage. And next thing I would like to show you is the report. You can build the report here in P2 Explorer, and this data is all live data coming from the DCS. I can also see the trend of this data if I click on it. So it will show me the current trend of this data, and I can change the time intervals to so I can see the trend of this data. So this is the trend of the data over a period of time. And next thing I would like to show you is the optimization capabilities of this P2 Explorer. So we have built our optimization for a heater treater. So what you'll see is the 4 heater treaters and the capacity of the heater treater. So this shows me the capacity of the heater treater and the trend. So if I go to April 5th, show you the so what you'll see is on April 5th, heater treater was overutilized 114%, heater treater B was overutilized 111%, heater treater A was underutilized, heater treater B was underutilized. So you will see the trend of each heater treater, how the capacity is being utilized. On here it will show the minimum heater treater required for a particular load and the optimum load capacity of each heater treater and how much heater treater is on spare. Also, I can click on the capacity trends. So it will show me the trend of all these 4 heater treaters over a period of time. And finally, I'll just show you the dashboards that we built. This is a dashboard of the key parameters for the management. So they can have a look every day. Every day they can have a look of the key parameters and how the parameters are behaving. This is the dashboard we built, keeping into mind the oil production, gas production, water production, the chemical inventory, the crude oil inventory, and the key parameters for